Hello, this is Idodmg and welcome back to the channel. Today I got a Dragonkin video for you and we're going to be talking about their plans for updates during early access. This has been a topic I've been wondering about myself and they have a dev post that they released today. Let's go ahead and jump right in. First time seeing it for myself. I'm really excited to go through it with you. Here we go. Dragonkin's been out a little bit under a month now and I did shelf it recently after 80 hours played. Make sure you check that video out after this one about my thoughts after 80 hours played. But here is how they plan to handle updates during early access. Hello, Dragon Hunters. It's been 3 weeks since early access launched. Thank you once again for joining us in this adventure. We receive a great amount of feedback here on Steam, but also Discord. I do recommend joining their Discord. They're actually running a little event over there to help. I don't know. It's a fun little thing that they're doing over there that looks interesting if you're into that. You kind of like they're looking around for different hints and they're going to puzzle it together and you win something. Make sure you go check out the Dragonkin Discord and become a part of that if you're a Discord user. Do recommend it. We receive a great amount of feedback here on Steam and Discord, but we're trying our best to answer everyone. But as you can guess, that's not always possible, though rest assured we're reading through every review, post, and discussion. That's why we're writing this post, to let you know that we are currently working, what we're currently working on, and explain how we plan to handle updates during early access. So patches and updates, here we go. We've already seen the roadmap, that's been out for a little bit, but we're reading all the Steam threads and your messages on Discord and currently fixing one issue after the other. Remember, it is an early access game, obviously there's going to be issues. We believe that rather than trickling in small changes every few weeks, it's more impactful to release larger updates every 2 to 3 months. That's surprising to me. I was hoping a little bit more frequently, but I guess if they're going to go with that approach, as long as we don't turn into like the No Rest for the Wicked, where it's just kind of radio silent for like a year. I'm really, I'm hopeful for Dragonkin, so I really hope they can pull this off, add some new biomes, and, iterate on feedback. Anyway, we're looking at larger updates every 2 to 3 months. This will allow us to take the time, and I'm quoting here, this will allow us to take the time to properly evaluate player feedback and apply changes that truly improve the experience. That includes quality of life, bug fixes, and gameplay adjustments, as well as packing enough content to make it worth returning to the game for another few. That's a good reason, I think, to do the larger updates, I guess. Because if they're just doing fixes here and there, it wouldn't be enough for me personally to go back. Like, I need a whole new biome or like a big change up, some new content, something like that. And there also, this allows us to, or allows them, I guess, to finally work at a sustainable pace, giving us time to test everything properly before it goes live. We don't really want to rush out half-baked patches just to hit a schedule. Okay, fair enough. Here's the roadmap. We're not going to go super in-depth with this one here, but launch, they already have everything we've covered in all our Dragonkin videos. But in spring, so this will be the next big update, they are going to be adding new skills for the Knight, Oracle, and Barbarian. Those are the 3 classes in the game currently. A new endgame content, new hunts, modifiers, dungeons, enemies, and bosses for one new environment. So hopefully a new biome with this as well, so that we can target farm some of those materials. I'm not sure if that's enough to pull me back. A new endgame activity, Test of Will. We'll have to see what that's all about. And then new city features. I'm not sure if that would be enough to pull me back in, to be honest with you. I really want all the biomes to be in so I can fully, target farm and craft my gear that I want to. But I don't know. Then multiplayer is going to be in fall, and then even before then in the summer is going to be a new hero. All right, sure, that's a roadmap and it exists. That's great. I don't know if I don't know. I'm not going to make any commitments yet, but anyway, regarding quality of life features, during the playtest 3 months ago, for example, several players asked for a different camera. This feature was added into Dragonkin. Yes, in Dragonkin, they have an action, which is on by default, and then they have classic, which is more zoomed out in the traditional action RPG camera mode. Those are both in there. I loved using the classic mode. We want to continue incorporating feedback from our community into updates. Since launch, there have been many things that players have found annoying or time-consuming, as well as suggestions to improve general gameplay. We will try to address these one by one. First one being better visibility of important fragments and equipment on the ground, such as indicators to show whether a character or wormling skill is associated with the fragment, and indicators to show if it's divine and draconic, and indicators to show if a drop is divine, draconic, if not both. Okay, indicators, maybe map indicators, I guess. They kind of added, I mean, you can kind of see the divine and draconic. They have an icon on their tooltip, but yeah, the fragments need adjusting for sure. They're also going to do a dedicated chest in town for fragments. That's massive. That would be huge. The addition of guides and tooltips, as well as improving existing ones. I didn't really have any issues understanding the game, but notification to alert players when city XP. We need that, like an X. Dude, I would just even like just an XP bar at the bottom, because right now you have your character XP meter, your wormling XP meter. I'd like to have a city XP meter. I know that's a lot on the UI, but just, make it tiny just so we can see it, whatever. I think that'd be awesome. Many players have expressed the wish to save their ancestral grid. This is load up. We already knew this one's coming down. We already knew this one's going to be coming out. This feature will be introduced alongside the arsenal. Yep, we already knew that, allowing you to save preset configurations of your ancestral grid, but also everything regarding your character. Oh, okay, so not just grid, everything else as well. That's awesome. Yeah, dude, I would love that. I would actually probably make more build guides if that was in too, because then I wouldn't be so scared to switch up builds and like ruin the build I'm running. Additionally, many features are planned for the crafting system, such as the ability to modify equipment or transferring draconic corruption from one draconic item to another. That's pretty cool. These will be gradually introduced over future updates. For more information, check out itemization. Well, itemization's massive. I've been playing a game called Dark Hunting Ground lately, and it's a very simple game. It's like, looks like it would be on the old Nintendo Entertainment System, but the itemization and the crafting in that game is actually what's got me super addicted right now. Like, I just love grinding for the materials, trying to craft the perfect piece. So itemization is massive, and that's one thing that's lacking in Dragonkin. So hopefully these crafting options will kind of help bring that up to par in that sense. Next up, how about critical bugs? If a major game-breaking bug, blocker bug shows up, we'll push an emergency fix as soon as possible. Okay. Standard balance tweaks and minor fixes, those will be into larger updates. Interesting choice there. What are the major points we want to work on and address? Here are some key areas we believe require significant updates to address. Lack of impact or weight behind skills. I see that a lot, and they're talking about the feel of combat in Dragonkin can feel a little bit flat. I had this complaint when last Epoch very first hit early access, and it's improved since then. And I remember a lot of people back then didn't agree with me about like last Epoch, but they've literally over the progress of last Epoch's early access, they've improved it drastically. I bet Dragonkin will follow suit as well and learn from all the other action RPGs here. That's great that they're going to be working on that. Balance issues with character skills. Some are too weak, some too powerful. The barbarian's way overpowered right now. But I feel like a lot of classes, if you put in enough effort, min-max, I feel like, and then especially with crafting, that's going to help out balance as well. Progression balance is off. Not sure what that all entails. Enemies, populations, or they want more enemies. Game optimization. I already felt like there was I guess like the packs are big, but there could be more packs because there are large chunks of the map that are just straight up empty. That's right. Okay. I put that, I think, in both my review videos I made, the early impressions and the 80 hours played that I mentioned. And it looks like they're going to wrap it up here with a message from us. Again, we are quoting, "Thank you for all of your kind words, support, and love since we launched the state of early access. We still have a long way to go. As a small team that has been working on this game for several years, it makes us happy to see players enjoy the game. From the bottom of our hearts, we truly appreciate all the love and support you have shown us. Your feedback helps. Keep sending us your feedback. We love to see it. We're listening. We're committed to making Dragonkin the Banished the best game it can be at our scale." That's great. As always, for any in-game issues and bugs, please report bugs here on Steam or in Discord. All reports are much appreciated. We continue working on bug fixing. Thank you for being a part of the adventure. Great news. The 2 to 3 month, I guess that gives me a little bit of breathing room to enjoy Path of Exile 2 that's coming out next week with their big new update and some of these other indie games that I've been checking out. So gives me a little bit of breathing room, I guess. I love to see it. I think originally going into this, I was kind of expecting a new biome here really soon. But after reading this, it sounds like I'm better not hold my breath while we wait for these updates to roll out here for Dragonkin. And that's going to wrap it up for this Dragonkin the Banished video talking about their plans for early access updates. We're looking at a 2 to 3 month cycle for updates here. I think that's pretty on par with other action RPGs and their kind of leagues or seasons or cycles, whatever you want to call it. So I think that's pretty on par, and I think that's pretty fair. And I am excited for Dragonkin's future. We're definitely going to be keeping an eye on the game. Just a reminder to make sure you check out my Dragonkin videos. If you haven't already, we have a couple different guides in there, the grid system, my initial impressions, and then I did a follow-up review after 80 hours played. Make sure you check it all out after this video. And that's going to wrap it up for this Dragonkin the Banished video. If you found this video useful and or entertaining, don't forget that like button and subscribe to the channel if you think I've earned it. Please consider becoming a YouTube channel member today. Unlock some pretty fun perks such as behind the scenes, bloopers that I find while editing, and early access to videos when I release a whole big batch. We also recently started doing a podcast called The Beard Chat with Idodmg. It's where I sit down, kind of work on my beard. If I get lucky enough to be able to get in front of the camera, we do the beard routine. We talk about games, life, whatever. Super chill, super fun, and our channel members are really loving the content, so make sure you check out the page and join the YouTube channel membership today. But don't forget, your view alone means the absolute world. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.